When disasters occur, one critical component of the U.S. government's support for response and recovery is the provision of contracting support to ensure that urgently needed materials and services can be rapidly acquired. The General Services Administration's Contingency Contracting Corps has a group of volunteer, trained contract specialists from across government agencies who can provide on-call support to lead agencies that have exhausted their internal contracting resources in response to emergency requirements. The Contingency Contracting Corps was authorized in January 2009 by the Duncan Hunter National Defense Authorization Act. The Corps supplements efforts made since 2001 by FEMA, DHS, and GSA to increase their internal capabilities to provide contracting support in response to a national emergency, major disaster, or contingency operation either at home or abroad. The Contingency Contracting Corps supersedes and incorporates the previous emergency response and recovery cadre established by the Office of Federal Procurement Policy in 2007. Participation in the Contingency Contracting Corps is a voluntary, serious commitment. To participate, a qualified contracting specialist must become certified as a Corps member, must maintain personal readiness for deployment, and must be mentally prepared for the rigorous demands of contracting in emergency conditions. However, the experience of working with other dedicated colleagues to meet the pressing needs of individuals, families, and businesses affected by a disaster can be very rewarding, even life-changing. If you are interested in participating in the Contingency Contracting Corps, there are many factors to consider. What specialized training or other requirements must you meet for certification? How can you manage your personal affairs so that you can leave home for up to a month with little notice? What information will you receive when you are called? And how will you obtain approval from your supervisor? How will you handle time cards, travel costs, and other expenses while deployed? Who will arrange for lodging and meals? And what type of schedule and working hours should you expect? Who will provide your assignments? And what can you do to hit the ground running professionally? And finally, how can you deal effectively with the stress of intense working requirements under difficult physical and emotional conditions? GSA is in the process of developing detailed program guidance for all of these factors and is making that information available from a specialized website for use by anyone considering participation in the Contingency Contracting Corps by identified members, as well as by previously trained members of the Emergency Response and Recovery Contracting Cadre. The website supports certification, readiness, and deployment logistics with answers to questions, downloadable checklists, contact information for the Contingency Contracting Corps Program Coordinator at GSA, and links to a government-wide contingency contracting community of practice for exchange of ideas. Providing your specialized contracting skills through GSA's Contingency Contracting Corps can enable you to play an important and gratifying role in the recovery of those affected by national disasters.